I'm Jennifer, and this is Movie Talk. Action, adventure, a little bit of comedy, and a lot of special effects. That's what you get in Marvel Studios and Paramount's first collaborated movie, Iron Man. This 2008 movie stars actors Robert Downey Jr., Terrence Hill, Jeff Bridges, and Gwyneth Paltrow, and has special guest appearances by Clark Gregg, Samuel L. Jackson, and Stan Lee. This movie tells the story of Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., as he transitions from self-centered, spoiled billionaire playboy entrepreneur to the hero the world knows as Iron Man. After a near-death experience, Tony turns his life around in an attempt to protect people from the very weapons his father's company, and now his company, built that were secretly sold to terrorist organizations. Aided by his friends, Rhodey James, played by Terrence Hill, and Pepper Potts, played by Gwyneth Paltrow, as well as S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Phil Coulson, played by Clark Gregg, Tony takes on his one-time mentor and partner, Obadiah Stane, played by Jeff Bridges, in a climactic showdown near the end of the movie. And takes his place among Marvel heroes, and leaves the door open for other such Marvel characters and for other Iron Man characters such as War Machine to eventually come into the franchise. This movie was the very first in the Marvel Avengers, franchise, which include other movies such as Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and of course the Avengers. This is very much a comic book movie, but in my opinion it's a very good comic book movie. It had a lot of great special effects, and I absolutely loved the Iron Man suits, particularly the War Machine suit and the classic Iron Man suit. There are 4 suits featured in this movie. There's the first one Tony built, which is very clunky, but considering it was built by spare parts in a cave with absolutely no resources, it's pretty good technology. There's also the War Machine suit, which is the first suit Tony builds when he comes back, and the classic Iron Man suit, which is the second suit he builds when he comes back, and the one he wears throughout most of the movie. There's also the suit that Obadiah Stane built, which looks like a combination of Tony's first and second suits. Another big technological component in this movie is the arc reactor, which Tony uses to not only run his Iron Man suit, but to keep his heart going. This movie is actually really, really good. It has great special effects and sets up all the other movies in the Avengers franchise. Now, as I said before, Samuel L. Jackson and Stan Lee do make guest appearances in this movie. Stan Lee's is very short at the very beginning of the movie, but if you know what he looks like, you can actually spot him very easily, as he appears in a lot of other Marvel movies before and after this one. In fact, that's one of my favorite things about watching these movies based on Marvel characters, is to try and find him, because sometimes it's not easy. Samuel L. Jackson also appears in a scene after the end credits with Tony. And for those of you who have not watched any of the Marvel movies, Samuel L. Jackson plays S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury, and I actually think he did a wonderful job with this character. I also think that Clark Gregg did a wonderful job portraying Phil Coulson in setting up the S.H.I.E.L.D. agency, which wasn't called S.H.I.E.L.D. until near the end of this movie. It was called Strategic Homeland something. I can't remember what it was. Strategic Homeland Information and Logistics Division, I believe, but do not quote me on that. Because it's really only mentioned a couple times in the movie, and it's not mentioned much else except maybe in the Marvel ABC's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, which airs on ABC on the ABC channel every Tuesday at 10 o'clock as of the posting of this video. And is really good. It's actually on its, I believe, 3rd season. And I highly it's either on its 3rd or 4th season, I don't remember. And I highly recommend you checking it out. It tells the story of what happened to Phil Coulson after the first Avenger movies. And you see little snippets from, they like combine the other movies in there, but I'm not going to get too much into this because this is movie talk, not TV talk. If you want to know about Avengers of S.H.I.E.L.D., please tune into TV talk. I will talk about it at some point during then. So anyways, yeah, this is a really, really good, amazing movie. I'm not even into Marvels all that much. I only know about them from the TV shows I used to watch as a kid. I've never really read the comics, and I didn't even really watch the TV shows religiously as a kid. So I'm not a big Marvel fan, and I loved this movie. So it was a really good movie, in my opinion. Very much a comic book movie, but still a good movie. Lots of great effects and everything in it. So that about wraps up this movie talk. Please feel free to leave your opinions and questions in the comment section. I love reading them, and I will try to answer your questions as best I can. Just please be nice to each other. That is my one request. I have a little bit of bad news due to work. I will not be able to post a video or a movie talk video on Friday. I will try to have one posted on Saturday if I can manage. But I do have an event to go to on Saturday, so I may have to push it back to Sunday if possible. So, you know, don't get mad at me if I'm a little late. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The information is in the description channel. I post a lot of pictures from not only Marvels, but also ponies and Pokemon and Disney and Star Wars, as well as a lot of animal and nature pictures. Some of the animal pictures are also pictures of my pets, so if you want to check those out, go right ahead. You don't have to, but feel free. And if you have any fan art that you wouldn't mind sharing with me and having me post on Instagram or Twitter, feel free to submit them. My email address will be in there. Just, don't bombard me, and please, 2 things aside from, don't bombard me with too much. Please clearly label your emails. Otherwise, if I don't have a clear label on that, I will delete it. So, just write, movie talk fan art or something. Just, make sure that it's something that I'm going to know what it is, or I will delete it. And if it's artwork, please, please, please make sure it is clearly signed, or that your name is somewhere within the email so I can credit you. Otherwise, I won't post. If I don't know who sent it, I'm not going to post it. And that should be fair to you guys, okay? I don't want to post something I don't know when it's from, because I don't want to take credit for it. I want to be able to say, yes, this is from Jane Doe. And so please let me know who did the artwork. Otherwise, it won't be posted. Now, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm Jennifer. Thank you for watching Movie Talk, and have a very nice day.